Okay, folks, so here's the 28 millimeter. All right, let me get it a little bit lower. Right about there. Here's the yeah, I do it right there. Okay, so it should be in focus. Turn on the car. All right, engine on. Looking for, yeah, everything looks good. Okay, turn on the air conditioning. 83 degrees outside. I got 70 inside the car. Until it gets cold, and I'll put it at 72 again. So, this is a 28 millimeter full frame lens from Nikon. It's called the Nikon Z 28 millimeter f2.8, and I'm gunning at f10. I could go to f8 and see what happens. 9, 8, 5, 7.1, 6.3. Yeah, that's good. Let's put it at 8. So, I'm driving around car vlogging. The Z30 is already overheated. I have it at 4K 24p. Just driving the car around. Beautiful day on Saturday, but it's starting to get cloudy. I'm wondering if it's going to rain. I'm going through the park a little bit. Yeah, I see kids on the bridge looking down. So this is a nice little park where people can walk, do their pets, kids play, look at the dry creek. That's just basically for the runoff. So I'm driving on Lookout Road, normal. I think the speed limit is 45, but you see, they did something and it's not showing the speed limit. So I got it on. I see a 45 speed limit. I'm going to put it at 40. And F8 might be a little bit too bright. So I had it on F10 earlier. It looks good. One thing I can say about the LCD screen compared to Sony's, it's excellent. So it's flipped out. I had to rearrange my seat because North Park messed with it. Okay, what is that guy checking out? Probably has a problem with this car. He's calling for service or something. So as you can see, 28 millimeter is like the same thing you'll see on the 40 millimeter on a full frame camera. So this is like a 42 equivalent. Well, 2 extra from a 40, but you get the picture. I got the electronic stabilization turned off. I believe there is no stabilization on a 28. There might be. I don't know. But anyway, here we are once again on a Saturday. So you've seen all these warehouses and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it up to 72. So everything's looking pretty good. I just want to see how long this lasts before it turns off or overheating. I think my go-to are the Z7 and the Z6. So if I have to downsize, I can get rid of some of the APS-C cameras. I do like the Z50 and I like the ZFC because they have EVFs, all right? There's nothing wrong with the Z30, is that I would probably just use it for the studio, but it overheats. The Z50 and ZFC, no problem at all. The Sony A6100, I think they have a better LCD screen than the ZV-10 and the A7C, but that doesn't overheat. So I got dummy batteries in them, you know, for the studios, and they run great. Now, the R10 and the R7, they do have a little overheating issues, but they warn you if it's going to turn off. Nikon, they just says, they just shut off the recording and then it's off. So this is the manual movie mode. And this is what it looks like. They're still doing construction on this road. And I think I'll do a little deer vlogging too. So, APS-C cameras, if you have it in high definition at 1080p, you get smaller file sizes and they do not overheat. That's one good thing to know. But if you want the 4K, 24p usually doesn't overheat unless you're in a small camera body like the Z30, which I have right here. Z5 full frame overheated a little bit too, now and then, but it's been running like a champ lately. But you got to remember, this is winter to springtime, so the weather's still good. Once it starts getting warm, and I notice that once it reaches around 80 degrees Fahrenheit, things start shutting down. They overheat. Haven't had a problem with the ZFC or the Z50. Z5, I've had some problems, even on the Z6 and Z7 too. And I wasn't recording internally. I was just having it hooked up to the HDMI port, and they ran fine. But once the room got around 80 degrees, that's when things started shutting down. It did help by putting the, well, getting dummy batteries, but also on the HDMI port, I think I upgraded to an 8K version, and that helped a little bit, and the transfer speeds. I do see a little lip sync problem, but that's only now and then. So if you have it hooked up to a regular camera with no synthesizer or audio device, that does some things for the sound. I got mine on a 5. That's pretty good. No, not yet. I have to go to the store. So I haven't even reached Evans Road yet. So Corporate Drive's coming up. It says I'm good for 1 hour and 35 minutes or something like that. We'll see. It started usually a 35-minute time limit. If it's warm outside, it shuts down. But the sun is behind the clouds, so it's a little bit darker. I see no jello or stuttering, so this camera is a pretty good champ on that. I tried going out without using a car, see how Uber and Lyft was, and that's starting to get expensive. And then I realized, well, I just paid $700, get this vehicle maintained, so what's the difference? $150 a week, going back and forth to work. Yeah, you see, so these buses park at this hotel, and then the racetrack is to the right of me. They probably have a shuttle going there. I don't see anybody there though, so I don't know what's going on. Unless they have a special event, Adidas, or, there's always something going on. So they've been doing a lot of road construction here by the highway, either adding another lane or creating overpasses, which is a good thing, I guess. There we go. Deer Park. Don't bump into me, guy. Okay, good. So you can see the clouds coming. That's good. I like this type of weather because you get good quality pictures. So how does the 28mm f2.8 lens look? I think it's a great lens. It's a smaller type lens. It's a 42 basically on this camera, but it's like a 40 on a full frame camera. So you saw a good comparison with the 40mm on the Z6 II and on the Z7 II. What I liked about the Z7 II is it has 45 megapixels and the colors pop. This isn't bad. It's sharp. And really, I don't think the human eye can tell more than, 24 megapixels anyway. So guess what we're looking for, folks? Okay, as you notice, it died on me again. So I've had enough for the Z30 for this year. It could be a great little camera and stuff for short videos, but it kind of reminds me of the RX100 Mark V. You do it like up to 5 minutes, and it'll either create more files or it'll overheat. And that's if you're at 4K. So either you use the Z30 at 1080p, which is good for live streams, which I might do with the Mac Mini 2018. And I have the Z30 and another ZFC on that. So I'll use that for live streams. But we'll see if that overheats also. But and I'm going to have those live streams at 1080p. It's a good camera, but you can see the little choppiness now and then. When I'm still, when the car was parked, beautiful pictures. I mean, it was gorgeous. But like I said, when it starts getting 80 degrees outside here in Texas, it starts overheating. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. I did the finish of the deer park with the Z6 II, and I'm happy with the Z6 II and the Z7 II. I just hate the time limit. That's one thing we should be talking about, is removing the time limits from those two cameras. But then again, it may overheat, so I don't know. But thank you for watching. Give me a like, subscribe. Any questions, just write in the comments down below. And as always, stay safe, keep smiling. Until next time, goodbye.